Hey guys, it's PonkyPlays. Welcome to our Raid Shadow Legends video. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some shards for the Leonardo Path event, I guess it is. You do need a decent amount of points for him. I think to get down to him, I wanna say it was about like almost 120,000 points. So it'll be a lot. I did get a little bit of points because I was running some of the event dungeon before he went away. And I would like to go ahead and get his soul, but I guess it just depends on how much I'm willing to pull, because obviously pulling ancient shards is just not really worth the points, so it's gonna be mostly between void and sacred shards. I do plan on pulling all my sacred shards, and I want to say I'm pretty close to a void mercy. So I'm going to see if I can potentially go ahead and get lucky with a shredder, because I don't own him, and other than the guaranteed Leo, he would be the only one I'm missing from the Ninja Turtles collaboration. So, I mean, there's a possibility I could get him. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull voids until I potentially pull up legendary. I did again put Shredder there, although Shusen would also be really nice. She just seems like she could be a really great, not just arena champion, but like setup for if you've got, you know, the things you need for the really gross dungeon speedruns. And Riho's awesome, but I already have a Riho, so I don't feel like I need her. Like I would like some of the other ones. I mean, honestly, Shredder sounds okay, not crazy, not bad. I've heard that he doesn't necessarily have the damage though, which is unfortunate, but if I don't get him now, I'll never be able to get him again, so yeah. And then for the progressive chance, I went with Rektoff. Not because I think he's better than the Turtles, but I already have all the other champions. He's the only one I don't own. And also, if I for some reason pull lots of Rektoffs, I can empower, I think he empowers Michelangelo, the one that you get for free. So there's that. But yeah, let's you know, before pulling some shards, I am going to give some relic crafting just to test out my luck for today, because I've got some, and I've actually been going ahead and putting a lot of relics on my champions, so I would not mind getting some more. That way I can hopefully get some better ones for my champions, right? And hopefully not continue getting some of the standard ones, because I've got a lot of those. Let's see if I can get lucky, because I feel like I've gotten pretty lucky on like the last few relic pulls that I've done, so there's a chance I might continue that luck. But so far, pretty standard pulls, right? Let's see. Okay, let's do one for the faction wars. This one's a pretty decent one. I think I only had like 2 or 3 max. Let's do a clan. The flesh render is just very niche, I feel like. I think that's gonna be it for relic crafting. So nothing exciting. Maybe I got all of my bad luck out there with that, and I'll get some good luck from here. Okay, let's go ahead and see how lucky I can get. Okay, a Ghostborn. I have not seen people use Ghostborn in a while, but I'm assuming he's still really good for like speedrunning at least waves, because he's got really fast animation. He's doing the irresistible decreased defense and an increased attack on your champions, which is pretty nice. I actually don't know the the rest of his kit that well. Let's see. Attacks an enemy, has a 50 going up to 100% chance of decreased defense with his A1. I mean, I guess it makes sense since he's already placing decreased defense. It's not really doing anything new. Attacks all enemies with a 100% chance of placing heal reduction for 2 turns. On a 3-turn cooldown, and then this is on a 4-turn, the irresistible decreased defense. And then accuracy, inflection, crips. Yeah, he definitely feels like an all-time legendary. I mean, he's still probably useful for speedrunning, but you need to put books on him in order for this to not be a 75% chance, so probably not gonna be used anytime too soon for me. Let's just go ahead and keep going, I guess. Okay, ooh, knock the Paralyzer. He seems like a pretty cool champion, and I really like his skin. That's exciting. Okay, let's really quickly look through his kit. So attacks an enemy, has a 50% going up to an 80% chance of placing decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Not terrible. Would be nice if it was 100% though. An AoE attack on a 3-turn when booked that goes up to 100% chance of placing sleep debuff for a turn and 2 poison debuffs. And then it's got a passive effect, places 2 additional poisons for 2 turns whenever a sleep debuff placed by this skill is removed or disappears after an enemy takes damage. So, because it's after it disappears after an enemy takes damage. So I wonder if that means that taking the damage from the poisons when they get to their turn will then also place more poisons. Because it seems like if they only have it disappear normally and like they don't take any damage prior, then they don't get any more poisons. I don't know. I'll have to test it out, but pretty good poisons, and then places ally protection, which is never a bad skill to have on all allies except for this champion, and places continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. On a 3-turn cooldown, which is not bad. I believe his passive is pretty good though. Heals this champion by 3% of their max HP, and all allies except this champion by 1% every time a poison debuff ticks on an enemy. Whenever an ally is attacked while under an ally protection buff, has a 40% chance of placing sleep debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. That's pretty nice. Especially because that goes really well with the passive here, right? Places 2 additional poisons whenever debuff placed. No, it has to be by that skill. So, interesting, because I don't know how useful that sleep is, because the enemies are most likely going to be waking up before, so that they actually get to take a turn from his poisons, and then attacking them just wakes them up, right? So I don't know. I do know though that this heal that he can do is pretty decent, and then increases allies HP in dungeons by 35%. It's not bad. He's definitely an interesting one, and I think he could definitely have like some fun like gameplay and probably some interesting quirks in like different areas. I just have to test him out and see. But not bad. Let's just go ahead and keep going. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the sacred charts since I don't have any more. I'm gonna go ahead and make some room, that way I can, if all these ads go away, that way I can keep on summoning, because I'm not gonna have enough right now to go all the way to Leo. Let me just see how much or how far I can get, because I need to go down the metal path so I can get the key. Let's get some extract, and then this way. Okay, yeah, so I'll definitely need a little bit more so I can get Leo. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some space, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've got enough for like 30 pools. Let's see if I can get lucky and get a legendary within those 30. Feels bad going void shards, but again, I'm pretty sure I'm close to a legendary, so I just want to see if I can get lucky and get Shredder. Let's check it out. I don't think I've had worse luck with void shards. 30 in a row full of rares. That is really bad. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and make more space and be back, I guess. Okay guys, so I'm back. Before I do any more pullings though, I did want to go ahead and, I guess there's a fuel object that I can do too. Sure, let's pin it. Either way, I'm not going for the dual or the fuel deck of fates. I just got points from champion training, so I guess that works. Okay, so I do have enough for Leonardo now, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab him, I guess, and then I guess I would need a key to get this way. I do like the chaos ores. That's a lot of points to get all the way down. But a 5-star would be really, really nice for him. Around 78, maybe a little bit over 78,000 points. Which, if I do just void shards, that's over 100 void shards, which I don't have. It's not worth it, is it? But I still want to try and pull until I get a legendary. Because, again, I'm pretty certain that I'm really close to a legendary. So... But hey, at least I got the main champion here. So... yeah, let's just go ahead and pull until I get a legendary. Because I feel like I'm close. Hopefully I don't have to spend all my void shards. Let's go. Okay, well, I guess for all that terrible luck with like So many rares. I think I pulled... I want to say this... Okay, no, I have one more 10 pull. So that means I pulled what? I pulled 80 shards. And out of 80 shards, I got 3 epics. And I guess 1 legendary as well. So 76 out of all of those were rares. I honestly hate pulling void shards because I feel like this is pretty much always my luck with it. Even on 2 times, I feel like on 2 times it's just slightly better, but usually I get pretty bad luck with void shards. I don't know, what do you guys think? Because I feel like, is it just me, or do you guys also get pretty bad luck with void shards? But hey, I pulled Shredder. I was not expecting to pull the 10 times, so that's nice at least. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh on his kit really quickly. Attacks an enemy 3 times. The second and third hits of the skill ignore 5 and 10% of the target's defense respectively. The second and third hit of the skill deal 10 and 20% more crit damage respectively. Then attacks all enemies 2 times. Each crit destroys the enemy's defense by 5%. And then each crit also increases this champion's max HP by 5%. And then up to 30% for both. Each hit has a 75 going up to 100% chance of placing Leech. And it cannot be resisted if this champion is under a Veil or Perfect Veil, which is nice. Attacks all enemies. Before attacking, steals all buffs from a single target enemy. This effect cannot be resisted if the champion is under a Veil or Perfect Veil. Fills his turn meter by 15% for each buff stolen. And ignores 15% of each enemy's defense as well as shield and block damage. And then if he's under a Veil and Perfect Veil or Perfect Veil, will ignore 30% of the enemy's defense instead. On a 4-turn cooldown, which is alright. I think this should be a bigger ignore defense, just because, again, like I've been hearing that he's not necessarily like a crazy damage dealer, even though that's what his kit kind of wants to be. He decreases all incoming damage by 30%. This damage is split equally among all allies except this champion, and increases his damage dealt by 15% for each dead ally. So could be a pretty nice like solo champion, I would think. Whenever this champion loses 20% of their max HP in one attack, has a 100% chance to evade the next attack. That's right, that's a pretty nice kit, part of his kit. When this guaranteed evade effect activates, places a perfect veil buff on this champion for 2 turns, and has a 50% chance of placing True Fear on all enemies for 1 turn. The True Fear cannot be resisted. That part is definitely nice. It's good survivability, and it's on a 1 turn. So as long as he takes a turn, this is always going to be coming back. It's really nice. And then increases allies' HP in all battles by 33%. His stats, I mean, I can see what his stats at level 60 are right there. So let's just really quickly check. He's maxed out. So 103 speed, that's not bad. 23,000 HP and then 1100 defense. Not terrible stats, I guess. What do people give him? Actually, not terrible. I wonder what people give Leo. I know the Ninja Turtles, especially together, are really great. I mean, is it literally a 4.9 across the entirety of the... It's kind of crazy. I've never seen anybody that has the same score throughout the whole thing. Interesting, very interesting. Pizza time. Earned by obtaining April O'Neil, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, Raphael, and Shredder. I wonder if you also get... Because a lot of the time you get like special bonus in your inbox for collecting them all, but I don't know if you need to like put in a code or something. No idea. Let's grab one more of these. Okay, nothing exciting there. I clearly did not get enough points so that I could get the 5-star soul, so I did, I mean, basically get almost all the way though. Let's see how far. Yeah, I'm just 40,000 points away, which, let's see, that would be too many ancient shards. I don't want to do primal shards, that's terrible. I mean, I can always just get points also by doing some gear. I think I'm definitely gonna go ahead and try, since I'm like almost there for the 5-star, but not on this video. I think I'm gonna see if I get lucky throughout the week and maybe get some more shards through clan boss and whatnot, and then I'll also try and run some dungeons maybe. That way I can get points that way, because even if I summon the rest of my void shards, I'm not gonna get enough points. So I'd rather just keep those and I don't know, just keep those, I guess. Just keep, or start earning them back up. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the summoning pool. Because in one hand, I got 3 new legendary champions, which is awesome. I would like to get some dupes, because I don't think I have any of my faction guardians for the legendaries maxed out. And it would be kind of nice to start being able to awaken some of my legendaries. At least have the option to awaken some of my legendaries. So I definitely want to get some dupes, and then that also takes away some of like the feeling that I need to gear up and build up new champions. But then again, Shredder, I wanted him because I can't get him anymore afterwards. But wow, that was a lot of rare voids. Anyways, let me know if you guys went for it and how your luck went. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was fun seeing me pull an ocean of blue. But again, I did pull some exciting champions, so I can't be too mad about that. But I'll go ahead and just leave it at that. So until the next video, guys, take care.